At 10, maybe you've had your car stolen or know someone who has. It's a big problem in Portland, and it's only getting worse. Fox 12's Kendra Kent is live tonight in Portland to show us how it's impacting some victims and why these crimes are rarely prosecuted. Kendra?
Well, Nora, when I was researching this story, I actually had between 20 and 30 people reaching out to me, telling me that their cars were stolen. Most of them said that their cars were later found trashed, with no arrests and no justice.
I went out and looked for my truck, and it was nowhere to be found.
It was found 2 days later in a ditch, completely stripped of everything, and everything I had in it, which was everything.
Lori White and Alan Olson don't know each other, but they share something in common. They're part of an expanding club nobody wants to be in, victims of car theft in Portland. The crimes have exploded in recent months. Portland police data shows that for much of last year, reported car thefts averaged fewer than 600 a month. Last month, there was more than 1,000. White says her car was stolen in broad daylight about 2 weeks ago outside her home in North Portland.
My car was my freedom. I mean, I have been without a car for a long time.
A 1997 Honda Accord, nothing fancy, but now trashed and useless. White says she's disabled, unable to walk to the Max line, and now stuck at home with no money for another car.
Those thieves have no idea how big a crime this was. This is crippling to me. I have doctor's appointments I can't go to.
Olson says his truck was stolen just last week while he was attending a science fiction convention at the Red Lion Hotel on Hayden Island. He says he wasn't the only one who came out that night to an awful surprise.
4 cars were stolen, 20 break-ins that I know of.
They need a task force. There needs to be something done about this.
White's car was towed to be scrapped for parts. Olson's truck is still missing.
I don't think I'll get it back in one piece.
Some of the latest victims, but certainly not the last.
It's going to continue until something gets done.
Now, often these cars can be found abandoned with no suspect nearby, or if somebody is nearby or even inside the car, it can still be very hard to prosecute these cases because you do have to prove that that person actually took it as to perhaps just finding it. Now, Lori White is raising money to replace her car and the things that were inside. There is a GoFundMe. And I do have a link with more information on the online version of this story. That's at KPTV.com. Reporting live tonight in Southeast Portland, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.